Back to the Large Coin Media OVA episode.
Previously on Large Coin Media OVA. What?
I'll have absolutely no connection to anything else.
Protect Little Hill.
Question mark, question mark.
Who is Little Hill?
Who is he?
Will you find
Jonah
out
Hill's
next
son.
time? OVA episode over. Oh gosh.
Because I've never got that about anime. Like, they do, like, Naruto has, like, 11 movies.
Yeah.
None of them are canon. Except...
2 are canon.
Yeah, the last and, I suppose, Boruto, but they're about to redo the story in the anime to make kind of like Dragon Ball Super did.
Yeah. They did it with Fullmetal Alchemist, where the movie... For the first series was the ending, and then the second movie was just set within both timelines. So, because there's the manga timeline, which became the second series, Brotherhood, which was really good, had a decent ending and everything, and the first series, which ended like only had the first couple of I think the first 12 issues of the manga to work from. So it did a lot with what it had, but.
Yeah.
Then it changed everything to the end. It involved Nazis.
It involved parallel universes that didn't have their combustion engines.
Yeah, which is weird. It wasn't bad. It was definitely fun, and it was very well done. It was just bizarre, like a weird choice. But it's a good explanation for anything as magic. Why not?
We just didn't pursue it, apparently. That's why we don't have alchemy in this universe.
Yeah. We just went for technology instead.
We've been dealing with homunculi.
Yeah.
As fun as they look.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They get even weirder in Brotherhood. They get fully tripped out, horror movie style.
Nice.
It's bizarre. Although they do have some more interesting, because they do more with it, and you find out all the different homunculi and stuff, and there's more fights, and they have different allegiances and stuff as well. They're more fully fledged characters as opposed to just one note sin bad guys.
I know that one of the homunculi from the first seasons, the Full Metal Alchemist one wasn't canon, was it?
No,
the Wrath one.
Wrath, yeah, which was in that version it was King Bradley or Fiora Bradley, whatever he was, the leader of the alchemy people force, whatever they were.
Spoilers.
Yeah. He's just a guy with an eye patch. In that version.
No, he's still a homunculi.
No, he's still a homunculi, but he's not that homunculi. And his powers are different. He's Pride in that one, yeah. And Wrath is his son.
Well, it's the amalgamation, and
yeah,
it's different people put together.
Yeah, and turn into his son. Yeah.
But yeah,
Wrath was the one that's in the other version was a kid made out of Eden Al's arm or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he used to tap his foot and his hand together to do alchemy.
As confusing as that is.
Yeah. Bizarre.
Anyway, back to the game.
Yeah.
I'm fighting giant insects that put stinging laser beams on the field.
Just curious. Is that a Beast Wars Transformers deal? They came to Earth and they were we need to blend in better than just the tiny toys. Scan the inciting area.
It's turned into bugs. Makes sense because of the same size.
Exactly, yeah. And in Beast Wars, where they turned into the bugs, they were still giant robots.
I remember from Beast Wars, I had a flying squirrel transformer. I don't know if it ever appeared in the actual show, but I had a flying squirrel one.
The show in 4-5 series, it was pretty big for for its time. It was terrible animated, but
I also had Megatron as Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, different Megatron to the first Megatron.
Of course,
because
that's how Transformers were.
Yeah. Well, the plot of that line is it's in the future of Cybertron, but in the past of the franchise and Earth. They land before the Transformers wake up. Nice.
Alien insect.
Of course. Yeah, sure.
Because how descriptive do you want to get with these things?
How do you name it? Why wouldn't you name it that? Protect Serenity Street. Firefly.
Hashtag Bring back Firefly.
Yeah. Hashtag, it's all connected. Send out the signal, guys. No power in the verse can stop us.
Everyone's going to hate me because I'm going to say right now that I've only watched Firefly once.
Wait, all of it once?
Just the first season.
Yeah, the first. Not yet. Did you watch the movie?
No, I haven't seen Serenity.
It's like 90% of the memes are from Serenity.
No, it had Crowley in it.
It did. It had Crowley in the very first couple episodes. Back before he was in everything. Mark Strong. Not Mark Strong, the other guy. Mark.
No,
It's
Mark
Strong's
Shepherd.
Mark Shepherd. Thank you. Yeah. Gosh,
Strong.
Mark Strong's the bad guy from Kick-Ass and Kingsman, isn't he? He's in. Yeah. He's the bald guy. He was.
He's the Scottish.
Yeah. He's in something else as well. Was he the? I feel like he was the.
He's definitely not Crowley there.
No, he was the body for Darth Maul, and Peter Serafinowicz was the voice, I think.
I don't know.
I might be wrong on that. I know Peter Serafinowicz definitely did the voice. He does 3 lines and he still gets swamped at conventions.
Hashtag bring back Darth Maul. Hashtag
Yeah.
definitely not dead. Hashtag books are canon.
Books and Clone Wars TV shows canon now, so he is back. And then died and then came back. Oh god knows.
Did he have robot legs?
He did have robot legs. Not spider legs though, like in the books.
Oh dear.
And he had a brother.
Why wouldn't just being cut in half just kill him anyway?
I don't understand how
Sheer
Obi-Wan's
knowledge.
always complaining about the high ground and he won from lower down in that.
Yeah. And was somehow his master just couldn't beat him, but he could just
It's because
through
plot
sheer
reasons.
power of will.
Yeah.
Apparently,
It's because there's that scene in it where he's like getting angry and he's like, "Argh!" And then he's hanging from that thing and he's like, I must be calm now. Remember my training.
I must remember my training at a time like this, man. Just die immediately.
And then he's like, perspective must flip the universe so I have the high ground.
No one could beat me. I was trained by Liam Neeson.
Yeah. I've never been taken.
But my master has been taken from me.
Yes. He was supposed to be, there was supposed to be more of Qui-Gon, but they changed it for Liam Neeson having reasons. Also, do you know where he has the communicator? Yeah, well, there's too much to get into. He had that little communicator in the first one. Do you know, it's just the bottom of a lady's razor. They just painted it silver.
Well, it makes sense.
Star Wars,
Gotta do
guys.
stuff on a budget.
Every second, you think, oh, this is it's insane the amount of aliens and practical effects they do, and then they're just like, oh, actually, we just painted trash green.
It's the barrels.
The barrel guy, he did it! Yay! Barry, the barrel man.
There you go. It makes some cover with barrels. Wasn't everyone just looking forward to that moment?
There was a lot of build-up for it.
There was. The hype was real.
It was a hype train for Barry the barrel.
Barrel the Barrel Borg.
Haha, yes. Barrel Borgs. New series to IGN. Do you know they did the spin-offs of Power Rangers, Beetleborgs, and VR Rangers, and the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I got myself a claw robot.
Ooh yeah!
Double Hands McGee.
You sure have cleared out some of that stuff. It's
Getting through it, don't worry.
when it said cooperate with Met to protect the pit, I thought it said cooperate with Met to protect the PM.
Of the Met Office.
Yeah, I was just like, oh wow, he's suddenly going up in the world. Which is funny because he's very small. You know who would fit well in this franchise?
Any sort of robot.
What?
Toy.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. I was going to go with Ant-Man, but yeah, okay.
Well, yeah, Ant-Man would fit in anything.
He'd just be like, well, yes, he would fit in
Yeah, you
anything.
see where I'm going? That took you a while.
I was thinking, he would be like, you could just shrink him down and be like, the completely, out there idea for Marvel to go with. Just be like, one day I was just shrinking down and suddenly I found an invasion of tiny robots.
I killed them all. With my power to gain exponential strength from getting smaller.
which would break the universe.
Yes.
Yeah. Because he keeps his density, that's the problem.
Yeah, because he'd just be a small black hole if he shrunk down.
Yeah, he just created black
kept his
hole.
density.
Yeah. Even if he just kept his mass, it'd be the same problem.
I don't get how he can control his punch, because like, wouldn't he just punch through somebody's head if he had his density?
Yeah, he would, yeah. He would be like a bullet.
I know how they tried to explain it in the movie. It was just like, you just need to learn to punch softer, or punch properly, or whatever it was their stupid explanation.
You just learn to fight properly.
But even at one point he just forgets he's going to punch through somebody's skull.
Yeah. See, they did that in the terrible third Ant-Man arc called Irresponsible Ant-Man. Irredeemable Ant-Man.
This is before it became Yellow Jacket.
Oh no, this was way after. This was when a guy from S.H.I.E.L.D. stole the suit and was like, you know what, I'm just going to be a terrible douchebag.
Great.
Gonna use it to spy on ladies in the shower, use it to steal stuff, use it to just be like a spy, but not in the fun way. And just, steal it off a corpse and stuff. It's fine.
Why was it on a corpse to start with?
Because comics.
We're going to bury Ant-Man with the suit on him in case he comes back for no reason.
Because it happened. The way they brought him back was interesting, though. Hank Pym died.
Did it just turn out to be really small?
No. That would make sense. No, he died, and his kid took over. Cassie became Stature in the Young Avengers.
Obviously, because that's the name you want to take.
Yeah, why not, right? But to be fair, you're in a group with people called like the Patriot, and
I got a chainsaw knife.
That's pretty cool. I like his drill hand. And you've got a guy who's like basically the Vision 2.0, just a child, and a baby Kang the Conqueror. So like you're fine, you've got like you can have whatever name you want. You're not going to be the weirdest one in there. And they go on a mission called the Children's Crusade to find out what happened to Wanda and Vision's kids, because
one's a witch and one's a robot.
Yeah, kinda. And one was like really fast because they thought they had a guy called Speed who looked a lot like Quicksilver but was like 12, and they had Billy Kaplan who was Wiccan, now possibly the Demiurge or whatever. Weird. Anyway, point is
comics weird.
Yeah, point is they were like, Scarlet Witch was like, you two look a lot like the two kids I had with Vision that disappeared and
I made out of thin air. Didn't actually have kids with it.
Exactly. And
she just changed reality so that she had kids. That was the explanation.
Yeah, that was how it worked. Yeah. But the idea is those souls, when they disappeared because reasons,
obviously,
far too long and convoluted to get into.
I think that's just the explanation for all comic plots.
It's true.
It's just far too long to get into.
They're pretty much giant soap operas, I'm not gonna lie. Just with people punching each other more.
Yeah, and the occasional Deadpool reference.
Yeah, and they're just like the jokes about ninjas and Nazis. So yeah, they turns out those two kids were them, and Scarlet Witch had secretly married Doctor Doom, and they connected to this power.
What? Right, back that up. Secret,
she'd vanished for a while. No one knew what had happened to her after the whole No More Mutants thing, except Quicksilver. And Quicksilver was searching because he'd lost track of her at this point. Turns out Doctor Doom had rescued her. She had no memory and was like, "I will help you, tiny lady." And so they got married and fell in love and stuff. And then she remembers when everyone shows up and she's like, "Oh my God, you're Doctor Doom, but I still love you, but you're Doctor Doom."
Ooh, the conflict.
Yeah, and it's like, "But what happened to my two children?" "Well, your two children, kind of, maybe."
The writers haven't decided yet. Find out next time.
And Magneto shows up and he's like, "Oh, my children, you're kind of my children, but not really. There's this whole thing." And I was secretly manipulating you all along to be my children.
Oh, God.
Because I found out you were powerful, and I thought you were mutants, but you're not mutants because Fox has rights and stuff. So the two kids are like, well, we can't let Doctor Doom steal all the energy of Scarlet Witch or whatever, because reasons. And so they connect to this life force thing, and Doom gets his face back and becomes a giant, and they have to stop him. But it grants wishes.
Right, we're going to roll that back slightly. Becomes a giant.
He connects. Basically, there's this energy that Scarlet Witch can connect to, which can affect pretty much everything in the world if you want it to. It's how they explained Axis. It's how they explained a lot of other stuff, as like event things. But in this one, it was because Doom wanted it for unlimited power. So he turned himself into a god, healed his face, was like, I will be benevolent, and all the Avengers were like, well, no.
I will not allow
it. You can't have Doom as your god. And he's like, no, I'll be kind. Look, I'll fix Uganda. And they were like, no, you're an evil guy. And he was like, fine, I'll smite you all.
Just proving a point.
Yeah, exactly. You can't just wait to ruin your own time there, Doom. And so they trick him and they take it away, and then they kind of reveal that the energy was the kids and not... Oh, it was a whole thing. And they use it because basically Vision Jr. dies and Cassie was in a relationship with him. And so she's like, oh, I'm so sad, but I have this power now for 2 minutes. What should I do? And she brings back her dad. There you go. So Hank Pym's like, oh my god, I'm not the only Ant-Man alive anymore. And the other guy, irredeemable guy, he never happened, right? We can all forget about that guy.
We've got a part of something.
Oh, we have a barrel hand.
Yeah, we've got a part of a barrel.
Wow,
part
nice.
A. And we only need part B and C.
We'll cut that cliffhanger. Come back next time.